Hey guys, and welcome to this video where I'm going to show you how I do this gel nail set right here from start to finish using tips and builder gel. So I'm just going to go in with this bit here. This is a cuticle bit. I'm going to go from left to right to push back that eponychium and expose the new growth, and it's going to get rid of the dead skin that's building up on the nail plate. When I'm finished going from left to right, I'm going to put it in reverse and I'm going to go from right to left. So I'm just doing this in a really gentle manner, just pushing them back and getting rid of that dead skin, not putting any pressure on, using the E-file at about 5,000 RPMs, and this is my Melody Susie Scarlet E-file. Okay, so next up I'm going to go in with my mini mandrel bit. I absolutely love this bit. I got it recently on Amazon and it really helps to get into the corners of the side walls and the cuticle area because it's just that bit smaller. So this is a 180 grit sanding band on here. You really want to go 240 on the natural nail or 180, but be careful if you're using 180. I would go very gently over the surface of the nail. Don't put too much pressure on. All you want to do with this step here is just remove the shine off the nail plate and etch the nail plate a little bit just so that the gel has something to stick to. So I'm just doing this very, very gently at 5,000 RPMs. And once I'm finished this part, I am going to grab a lint-free wipe and wipe over the nail plate and get rid of all the dust and debris that's left over from this part of the filing. So once that part is done, I'm going to grab my tips. These are my favorite tips. These are a long coffin extension, and when you cut them, they go into a nice tapered square. So here I'm just clipping off the top of the wings of the extension, and I do this part because it makes it really easy to blend the tips. Then you just have to do less filing when you have those little wings clipped off. So I pop on my glue, which is the Macart glue, and then I'm just going to slide on the extension just like that. I just kind of put it up against the nail at an angle, slide it down the edge of the nail, and once I get to the well, I just press down and hold for about 10 seconds with a little bit of pressure just to make sure that that tip is nicely glued on and it's not going to go anywhere. So I just hold it in place and kind of have a look at them to make sure that they're okay. And I'm going to do the rest. I'm going to just do mostly the left hand in this tutorial because it was just easier for me to get the left hand into focus. Sometimes you might see a bit of the right hand, but it's mostly going to be the left hand. So I hope you're enjoying this so far. Please subscribe if you're getting any benefit from this video, and comment down below any questions you have about this process. I'll get back to you as soon as possible, but I'll be back in a little bit with the rest of the tutorial. Okay, so once I have the nails cut down, I'm just going to go in with my sanding band again and blend in the tips. So you can see here I don't have too much blending to do at the corners because I did clip off the little edge of the wing of the nail tip, and I'm just going over the surface of that tip to take the shine off just so that the gel will stick to it. So this is a really important part. You don't want to leave your tip on and then not blend it or not take off the shine. Otherwise your gel will definitely lift off these tips. They do need to be etched and then wiped down after. But yeah, this is really satisfying part. I love when the tips are on and you start to blend it in, because then it really feels like the nail is ready to be built on. And I love this part. I love when all this is done and I'm just ready to go. Okay, so next I'm going to grab my primer and I'm going to go in and apply this to the nail plate and then pull it down onto the tip a little bit. This is just going to go on the natural nail and not near the cuticles or the sidewalls if you can help it. Try not to flood with this product. And then I'm going to go in with this gel bonder. Now this is like a clear base gel because I'm going to use the Manicure Company, and this is the bonder that comes with them, but you do cure it in the lamp, so it's basically like a base gel. So I'm just going to go over the surface of the nail with this, and as I'm going over, you can see I'm kind of scrubbing it into the nail plate and making sure that it is on every bit of that nail plate and taking my time just to scrub it in. This is sped up a bit, but you can see me scrubbing it in with the nail brush there. It really does help when you do that instead of just painting it on and hoping for the best. And once that's done, I'm going to pop it into cure, and then I'm pulling out my builder gel. So this is French Pink, and I'm going to use this for the base colour of this nail design. So I'm going to put on that slip layer there and not cure it, and then grab my bead. So once I have my bead here, I'm going to go from right to left and pull it down the nail with the brush. So I'm not going to go right up to the sidewalls. I am just going to go far enough because the gel will run there eventually, so you don't want to put it over there at the start. This is why I'm grabbing this liner brush. So this is going to help me to bring that gel wherever you want it to go without actually flooding. So I always say when you're putting on the bead, just go from side to side, but just don't go too far over to the sidewall because you really don't need to, because you have time to work with this gel. This gel doesn't run too quickly, and that's the beauty of most builder gels. They don't run that quickly. Unless your room is really warm, then they might run, but usually if it's a normal to cool temperature, they won't run too much. So guys, I hope you're enjoying this video. Thank you so much for clicking on it. I really appreciate it. I hope you're getting benefit from it. And if you are, please consider subscribing. And thank you so much to all the recent subscribers. I hope you're enjoying these videos. But this is me just flipping over the nail, and this is to help gravity move that gel into the center. So when I was doing this nail, it just wasn't working for me. I just didn't like where that gel was going. So if you flip it upside down, it will pull that gel to the center of where the apex should be, and it really helps. And then you can just kind of manipulate the gel then with your brush again once you flip it over. So it's definitely a good hack to flip your nail upside down when you are doing gel. Sometimes as well, it can help from stopping the gel to kind of run to the sides as well. If you think you're running out of time and it's just going to move somewhere, just flip it over and leave it there for maybe 20 seconds and then have a look at it again, and it really, really does help. Okay, now on to the nail art part, my favourite part. So I'm just going to grab Glitterbell's Unbelievable Gel in white, and I'm going to start drawing on the V-cut French. So I'm using the same brush that I was using all along, which is, I think it's a 9mm. It's not that long, but I'm just really comfortable with this brush. I always pull it out for everything. So I'm just going to draw on the V-cut, and then I'm going to fill it in with the same brush. So this nail art gel is so pigmented, as you can see. It just needs one coat. I always use it for French tips, and it has changed my life when it comes to French tips. It's just so good. So I'm just going to let you watch me do a couple of these nails, and then I'm going to come back for the next part of this design. Okay, so now I'm going to do the glitter outline of the V-cut. So this is the Gel Bot Links hashtag bling, and this is a really good full coverage silver like foil gel and like a glitter full coverage gel. It's so good for nail art and things like this. It is brilliant for outline and French tips, brilliant for swirls, anything like that, because you just have to do one stroke and it is perfect. Now here I did put very minimal product on the brush, because when I started I wanted to just do a really thin line, but then as I went on I kind of realized I wanted a little bit more, so I did add a little bit more glitter to the brush as I went on. But you can see that here. I'll show you me going back over a couple of the lines. I'm really happy with the effect that it gave this nail set. I really like, I think it just finished it off perfectly. So I'm just going to let you watch the rest of this part and I'll be back in a few seconds. So that's it, guys. We're coming to the end of the video. Thank you so much if you made it this far. And here are the nails. I absolutely love them. I'm so happy with them, and thank you so much for sticking this long if you did. And I'll see you in the next one.